Hello peeps, Starmade here. Welcome to the second part of my basic Starmade tutorial series. Today we will cover a survival approach to the game, including some navigation and the first ship building and the crafting system. So what we need first is a ship. So you start basically with these materials. If you don't see them all, basically just open your inventory. Those are most likely hidden here. We need a ship first. We enter it, then we basically just add all the power to it, because we will need those. Also, we just add all the thrusters to it. I like to give it a little shape here, just for looksies, kind of. So, we are near the shop. This is, from the first episode, still the unlimited shop. So, what I'm doing here is basically just selling the entire armor, because we want cash. And then I'm also selling 5 of those. Did I sell 10 now? I sold 10, right? That's bad. Anyway, I would recommend buying this item just once, because it will save you a lot of hassle. Basically making you invisible to pirates, so they more likely will leave you in peace. So then we need support tools, and we want more of those. So we buy 5 more of these. And then I get my 10 cannon barrels back. So let's buy another 5. Okay, so basically this is the setup we're running. So what we are doing now is just placing the radar jammer. There we go. And then placing the... Let's place the salvage computer first. Like here. So you see this orange bubble around it. This orange bubble makes, if you now place the salvage units, it makes them connect to this computer. Okay, so okay, so if you, for example, should do something like that, for example, let's just say you put the items first, then the game, as you will see, will notify you about you are placing an item that could be controlled, right? Don't do that. So then we could place the salvage computer, okay? So to make this thing have the orange bubble around, you press most likely C per default, and then to add an element it could control, you use U. Now a little trick here, if you use Shift U, it will select the entire thing. Also here, zit, right? Now these are called groups. We now have 2 groups of these salvage beams. Awesome. Basically everything that is connected next to each other, like blocks being adjacent, they are considered grouped together. So yeah, keep that in mind. Now what we also want to add is a cannon computer and some cannons. You might wonder, what the hell are you doing here? I mean, I can't fight with this ship. True! And you should not fight with the ship, because it's totally not made for fighting. But this cannon computer has another purpose. So right now, if we press the tab... By the way, I'm doing this open-closing thingy just to clear what was in the tab before. It's just, you know, little buggy, kinda. So you see we have 2 groups in here. This is the weapons menu, if you're asking. So we have 2 groups in here. Group 1, Group 2. They do salvage power 10, tick rate, tick blah blah blah. Anyway, those values, they've been better before. So we are putting that on our hotbar 1, and putting that on our hotbar 2, and putting that on our... Well, most likely, because I have a radar jammer in every ship, I just put it always to the same key. Yeah, right, we have 2 more of these. Let's put them down. Okay, now we're done building. If you now hop into the ship and we select one, you see we have these mining beam coming out, okay? If you select 2, we can shoot. Pew, pew, pew. Can we shoot? Do we shoot? Yeah, we shoot. Okay, cool. Okay, so interesting now are these numbers here. So tick rate 0.3, range, tick rate 0.0. This must be a bug. This is... Anyway, what you see when we are doing the mining beam is that it will hold on for 2.5 seconds, then it will vanish, and then it will go again, right? Now what we are doing is we are selecting the salvage computer and then hooking up this cannon computer to it. And you see this gets now a blue thing, right? If you now hop back, you see down there that the first item I have is the salvage computer and then this little computer in front of it. This means those two are now working together, okay? So let's check this value quickly. Normally stuff would have changed here, but yeah, kind of buggy, I guess. You see it very good with the cannons, but the beams are not. Alright, so what we basically have now is that the beam will be constant, so it will harvest all the time. The cannon computer adds basically a rapid fire attack to the selected primary weapon. So the primary weapon is the salvage computer and the slave basically is the cannon computer. So it basically enhances the salvage computer. So now, as we have covered that, now we need to go mining a little. I saw a really nice rock over there. Really nice because those are really rare. Because they are used for, well, not rare, but they are not that easy to find, let's put it that way. And the ores and shards they provide are required to build shields and shield regeneration blocks. This is why everybody is happy seeing one of those and instantly mining them. Basically, there are 8 different shards, 8 different ores, and 8 different colors in the game. So this is the blue one. We just need the ores and shards right now. Next question, how to find stuff in this universe. Open your navigation map. This always lags out since the recent patch. And you are greeted with such a thing here, right? Okay, so this might be a little confusing at first, and here you see lots of other galaxies and stuff like that. Those purple lines are wormhole connections, yada yada yada. Okay, so what we are looking for. These are stations, and as long as you have not been there, most likely they are pirate stations. What we would need is a planet or a derelict station to basically, with a derelict station we would, salvage it until 1 block, and then we could buy it for a really low price, and then we would have our own station. Really cool thing to have, especially if you add a faction module and you use that to claim, a sector, because this adds a lot of bony, yada yada. We'll talk about that in a later episode. But for today, as this is the starter one, I just want to give you a brief overview of what you're looking at here. You can navigate in here like in the game with your keys. You'll basically see this colored block moving around, right? And you can also go up, up, up. And if you press Shift and the keys, you switch entire systems. This is always called a solar system, right? Okay, so we have a nice solar system here. Nice because it has a planet. a second planet we don't want to get to, I guess. Oh, that's the 888. That's the 885. Yeah, yeah. Now, as we are here, these purple lines, they indicate where the planets could, or they indicate, you know, the circles around the star here where planets might be, and the yellow lines indicate where asteroid belts are. Normally what I would do now is seek an asteroid belt and, you know, just continue mining for just a little bit more. What we are doing now is we are hopping straight to the planet, because planets are not hostile, they are inhabited most likely. As of now, that might change any time in the game, because there are, if you do a faction list command, there are a lot of factions like hostile fauna, hostile, you know, some are even passive, some are good to you, you know. So this is all in advance to the whole questing system that will then also be implemented into the game and doing procedurally generated quests. Okay, so what we want to do, we take this planet here, and you see I plotted a path to it, like use plot command. What you don't want to do, you don't want to get too close to this star, because this asteroid belt, if you are trying to mine there, you most likely will be burned. Alright, so we have plotted this path, and now we are trying to get there. This works by following this navigation indicator you now have on your HUD. So now we'll shorten the time, and I will just jump straight there. There is our planet. Let's head there. And you see there are red spots on the map. Those are pirate bases. So I think we are doing a good thing, you know, getting down here. Oh, what's that? Structures. No. It still needs to render in. So, what we are doing, because we can only build factories and stuff like that on either stations or planets as of now. Hopefully they are going to change that in the future. I'm just going to land here and then get out of my ship. Now, we didn't activate radar jammer and stuff like that because it was not necessary, because I just used the admin warp. So you just pick any plane, that's okay. There's another shop, that's cool too. So what we are going to do now is setting up our first basic factory and such. For the sake of doing a tutorial, I'd like to have some light here, okay? Okay, so now we have a few stuff in here, that's 25 and 20 of these. We can't use these right now. So what we are trying to do now is get a basic factory. And this needs 10 alloyed metal mesh or 10 crystal composite. Okay. Okay, so how to get these? Craft generic resources. This says either scrap, alloys. No, that's also not what we need. We need the refined materials, right? So I'd like to just go with one. So we got 10 of both, and I suggest you don't waste these on that thing, because yeah, I'll show you in a second why not. So we craft a basic factory, we just put our composite in there. There we got our basic factory, and now this factory we can place on the planet. Bloop. It will now say like it does not have sufficient energy. We can help it with that because we got a portable energy source with us. And now we are opening it and saying, well, we want to change the production and we want to produce power reactor modules. And then we check what's required to do this. And it says it wants 20 alloyed metal mesh. Okay, 20 alloyed metal mesh, refine raw materials, give me that. And then I think we have to add another one of these. No, one. Give me that back. Okay, back. Oh no, that's just the wrong thing. Dang. You see, yeah. Okay, now we put the 20 alloyed metal mesh in there. And it will do us nothing because it needs power. Let's close that. Then let's go like BU, 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 BU. Once the lines should go, our items should be finished, I think. Let's see. Did you do something already? Yeah, there we go. Basic power, right? Okay, 4. Let's place that as well. Like, doesn't have to be pretty. We are going to salvage these anyway soon. And the next thing we want to do is we want to open this thing and change and build us a capsule refinery. Capsule refinery. Why do we want a capsule refinery? Because a capsule refinery is basically the... We just have to waste one more of these. That's so sad. Because a capsule refinery is the one thing that not only provides us with these raw materials, which we need to build stuff. No. It also makes us capsules. Put that down there, open that. And then we go like put these in, and you see it not only gives us the alloyed metal mesh and the crystal composite, it also gives us capsules, and these are most valuable. So you really don't want to waste these on making too much of these, because in a capsule refinery they would also provide you with the other stuff. Alright, we are done here. We got a bit stuff to work with, so we are turning this off again. Because we don't need it anymore. And we could also salvage it because we are going to, you know, do more stuff in the future. And now what we are using these materials for is pretty simple. We change the production and do us more power. Like 2 or 3, right? Activate production. 2 or 3 is because I just have so little resources right now. Stop that. Okay, then we want more salvage beams. Modules. Please. So they do what? 5, 5. Yeah, that's cool. Activate production. So we want a bunch of those and just getting a bigger ship and then continue mining, and you will see here that with the basic materials like those 2, you can pretty much build thrusters, all the basics you started with. So this kind of will give you a really solid foundation to, you know, mine faster, mine quicker. The goal basically would be building a salvage ship that is able to, you know, just eat roids in a few seconds. This is, regarding salvaging and crafting, the first goal. Alright, I think we got enough of those. Now let's get a little bit further into the crafting system. So we ask it about a factory. And it also can build as a standard factory, so we want to have one of those. Okay, now the standard factory, let's No, let's deactivate this. The standard factory also can produce stuff, of course. That would be like, you know, basically a little bit advanced stuff. Change production. Let's see what it can do. Oh, there are the logics blocks in it, and you see there's also an advanced factory. Then it has some of the support beams. It has lights. It has the standard armor types. The basic factory just does hulls. It can give you camera. It can give you cannon barrels. Damage beams. Ship mounting points. Faction module, which is really interesting. How much does that cost? Now we are here in a, we need a hotel capsule, right? Well, no, we need 100 of them. But you see, so we need to mine those first. So basically the standard factory will utilize the capsules already. The basic not so much. But the advanced factory will later then use ingots. And ingots are, let me see, they are produced in here, are they not? White standard armor. Motherboards and circuits. Lights. Oh, Plex lifter, cool. Missile computer, also really nice. Jump drive, you want to have those to, you know, just jump around, but we'll cover that later. And yeah, well, I can't find them. Gravity unit, we are going to play with these a lot. Okay, so actually I can't remember which factory does, and I totally also don't care, because I still feel like this is way too unintuitive for newcomers to deal with that. But it's not that, you know, difficult. You just place a factory and then you look in it what you can do with it. Basically the basic, the standard and the advanced factory will cover every block in the game. That will already conclude our two starting videos here, because now you are able to either gather and craft everything in the game, as well as just turn a shop into creative and just buy what you need. So you know how to navigate around, you know how to build a basic miner ship, you know how to get a little protection from pirates not discovering you. So I guess we will see us next time when I am going to cover the advanced build and stuff like that. And also we are talking more about, well, let's see. But next time we definitely head out to build stuff, bigger stuff, and you know, stuff like that. Okay, yeah, thanks for watching. Please leave a like if you liked it. See you next time. Bye, guys.